A frightening find in a local neighborhood, a shed filled with dozens of old artillery shells. Good evening, everyone. A man was walking his dog today when he stumbled across that arsenal behind a local home.
And in all, police and other investigators found nearly 100 artillery shells in that building. And people in the neighborhood were shocked to learn that it was right in their backyards. David Highfield applied. Now new information, new at 11. David.
Well, Patrice, I just got that new information here at the North Braddock Police Station, different from what we learned earlier. I'm told while the vast majority of those shells were inactive, I've learned that there was a limited number of those shells which the bomb squad on scene could not determine whether they were active or inactive, so they took that limited number of shells away to another site to test those to see what their status were, and we do not know what that testing indicated at this point. But again, I'm told the vast majority of the shells found were inactive. News Chopper 2 provided the best vantage point as agents from the ATF and Allegheny County bomb squad members removed up to 100 inactive artillery shells from this shed and this house on Orchard Avenue in North Braddock.
I said, holy crap, that's a ton of bombs. You don't just pick them up somewhere like that. So they loaded that dump truck full with bombs.
Tim McLean lives about 100 yards away from the deteriorating shed. He, like other neighbors, were ordered to stay inside at first.
And he said, you got to get back in your house, sir. You got to get back in your house. So I said, should I be worried about getting shot or something? He said, just get back in your house. I can't tell you anything.
The ATF inspected the shells and determined they were inactive. No danger at all.
I was a little shocked to see exactly what the arsenal was.
North Braddock firefighters were called in for help.
The agent from the ATF just waved us up and said, help us pick these up. I was like, are they live? And as soon as they said they weren't live, I was like, okay, where do you want them at?
Chief Terry Stell tells me there were dummy grenades, antique pistols from the 1800s, and replica shells, in addition to some very large inert shells.
Some of the biggest shells were 6 feet long and probably at least 100 pounds.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Not in North Braddock.
The ATF photographed and cataloged each device before a convoy made its way down the Parkway West. The chief says they were taken to the airport to a disposal site.
Nothing like this happens here, and especially that many shells and bombs that they found in this place. It's just, I can't believe it, Could have demolished my house in a second, I guess, if anything went off.
And once again, late information since we completed that taped report that there was a limited number of shells that they couldn't determine on site whether they were active or inactive, so they actually took those away, the bomb squad did, to test them at another site, and we don't know what the result of that testing was at this hour. Now, neighbors say an elderly lady used to live in that house, but it's been vacant for years. We contacted a relative of the person who currently owns the house. He didn't want to talk to us tonight. Police tell me it's unclear where those shells came from, and it's unclear whether there could be any charges in this case. We're live tonight in North Braddock. David Highfield, KDKA TV News.